All right, I'm back. I wanted to just try something, and yeah, it was a restart, and now it's fine. So a lot of babbling and stuff. This is Pure Sim Baseball, and I was just showing just a real quick because I've done a video before on this game. I'll do a more in-depth video again. So Aaron had asked a question about this game about whether you can play two teams. You can. You can just put two teams in a league. So we can look here, and first we have like the pick the 1979 or the 1990 Reds for him. So we can, in other words, change the logo here, which is what we'll do really, really quickly. That D up there, I'll explain in another reason why that's up there, but it's not important for right now. I'm just going to pick it doesn't matter what Reds logo I pick because who the hell's watching anyhow? There we go. Okay, so there now we got the Reds. And then we're going to do the same thing with what other team we picked. I can't even remember who it was. Oh, the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies. All right, so we're going to change their logo. So the logos that you have for Action PC Baseball will work in this game, which is real nice. So, in fact, I'm taking these right from my DK Sports data directory, so you don't even have to really move anything. All right, so I'm looking for what would pass. There we go. There's the 2008. There's the Phillies, and they're ready to go. I can assign either team to human, so I'll assign them to human. I will take over that team. Okay. So lots of stuff that you can do. I can edit the team colors, of course. When you do a season replay, by the way, you don't have to go through all the editing of colors or anything like that. So let's make the Phillies a little bit more. We pick two teams that are red, or whatever color this is. I have no idea. I can make this red. Whatever. Let's slide this up. Come on, give me red. Give me red, baby. Give me red. Where are you? There you go. There you go. That looks a little more Phillies-ish. Come down here. Pick the Reds, and we'll change them from purple to red as well. And then we'll just go down this a little bit so you guys can see what it does. Too bad Aaron didn't see that I was coming. I didn't even know I was coming back. But I did want to show you this. Okay. So again, we're going to change the Phillies, and that's more of a Phillies red right there, I think. I don't know what I was thinking, picking two red teams like this. But there you go. Doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll just pretend. Okay. So what can you do? You can go to the front office and you can worry about, if you want to do finances or whatever. I really don't. You can do a roster view. So here we're looking at the 1990 Reds depth chart, and you can see the Rooms Winningham. There's O'Neill, Morris at first, Quinones at second, Larkin at short, Sabo at third, Reed catching. There's your starting. There's your rotation. Here are your relievers. Click on any one of these guys. So we'll click on Rick Mahler, I guess. I always thought it was Mahler, like Gustav Mahler, the composer. But what's cool about this is you can look at his bio. You can see just nice sort of a nice graphical representation of how good what he did. There are his career stats that you can look at as well. Any notable achievements, milestones, transaction history. So there's his real life stats again. We can look at his real stats from 1979 to 1991. So this isn't as in depth as other sorts of things. If I click previous and next, I can go through each player. So we'll go back to Rick. I'm going to call him Rick Mahler. Okay. You can also edit players in this, which is really nice. So you can edit like their contact, power, eye, speed, range, arm, hands, potential, stuff, velocity control, endurance, and how well they hold runners. Okay. Change a pick up here. You can force retire a player, what have you. Commissioner functions. I can go between these two teams here. All right. So you can change his role from a starter to reliever, spot starter, or closer. Yeah, height, weight, changes durability. You can have it say the name, which it doesn't. So I guess that's not there. So let's click OK. We're not going to mess with Rick much anymore. The interface is a little bit weird in this. So Aaron, if you're back, just type something like hello. Again, I'll be doing stuff. I'll be doing more of a one-on-one for you. We can look at defense chart. Okay, so right now we don't have anything for him because we haven't done spring training yet. Okay, but we can look at. We'll be able to see like there. We can see like his ratings history, which is pretty cool. You always got to hit the close button down at the bottom. Don't click the X at the top. So we click that. We're back here. We can release him, trade out him to shortlist, sign extension, demote. We're going to go ahead and close. All right. And we're going to close the graphical view as well. We can go to roster and lineups. So at this point, if you don't want to mess around with any of this, you can auto-generate. You can auto-generate a lineup and select the lineup. So versus right, let's say versus both. Just for shits and giggles, you can set one for right, one for left. There we go. It did lineup versus left, lineup versus right. And then we can also auto-generate a rotation if we want to. You sure you want to automatically rebuild the pitch rotation? Yeah, I'll rebuild the pitch rotation. Okay, so we have that. And so we have our starters, right? We have what? Everybody up here. We can see them. Okay. So we can talk to our scouts. We can autofill the roster, set rotation size, show minors, disable assists. It doesn't have minors though. You can see the minor leagues here, but it doesn't. All the minor leagues do. So you can't play the minor leagues in Pure Sim Baseball like you can in Out of the Park Baseball. Unfortunately, but I think Out of the Park Baseball is the first one to let you do that. You can assign players. You can, like these guys here that you have in your minor leagues, you can move them up and down anywhere from the majors down to single A ball, which is really, really nice. Okay, we can close that. Let's go ahead and close this. Next thing we go to, we can just look at our rotation screen. There we have Browning, Rijo, Mahler, Ron Robinson, Jack Armstrong. Relievers, there's the Nacios, Dibble, Charlton, Liana Hammond, Brits, and then the closer, Randy Myers. Manager AI tendencies. We'll spend a little bit of time with this. This is pretty deep stuff. And again, I did make this game freely available, again, with the blessings of Sean Sullivan, to the community. But you can see here, if you want to get deep, and I'm going to do a long, in-depth video on this again because I think people would like this game. So you can do this but first just overall. So this is overall manager tendencies, and then all kinds of different situations you've done with sliders. Now, if Aaron Reed is watching, this might be tricky as well. The other thing that you can do, nice touch by Sean Sullivan, is let's say you want to play with a little bit of history and you would rather have somebody like Bruce Bochy manage. You can just click on him and that will bring in Bruce Bochy to manage. So this has pretty much every major league manager is in here, as well as every player from 1900 to 2014. Okay. You've got injured, you've got a DL list, team transactions, any sort of results. There's the schedule calendar, and we see here that we're March 31st. It's going to play the Phillies. So I just set up, this is just a 4-game series between these two teams. Okay. So let's go back to home, and we're going to let it run spring training. Please make sure our teams have valid, fully stocked rosters. Hopefully, oh, we didn't do Philadelphia, did we? So let's do the Phillies. Okay. And again, let's go to roster and lineups. And again, we're just going to auto-generate lineups versus both. And then auto-generate a rotation. Rotation is set. Okay. And now we should be able to start the spring, I think. Yep, there we go. All right, so we have a league here that's just the 1990 Cincinnati Reds and the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies, and the most feared hitters list. There's Hal Morris. So, we got 3 from the Reds: Morris, Davis, and Sabo, and then for the Phillies, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard, and Paul O'Neill. You notice here too when you mouse over these names, you're going to get a little bit. You're going to be able to see their ratings and stuff like that, and a few little things. And in game, you'll be able to do more. So we'll go ahead and close this. So only 4 days until the trading deadline. So view today's schedule, and you can quick sim the game, watch the PSPN cast, or manage the game. So we're going to let it do a game. Let's manage it. Let's have some fun. Wait, what's it telling me here? They have too many players on the roster. Well, we got to fix that, don't we? So let's manage my roster. Okay, so let's auto-assign rosters. Yep, boing. Hopefully that will take care of it. Let's close this. Seems like a lot of work, but it's not that bad. Let's pick the Cincinnati Reds. Same thing. I don't know if this is going to manage the roster or not. It might. All right, so let's go to games, manage games. They still have too many players on the roster. What the hell is going on here? You have to forgive me because, you know what? I'm going to figure out, here's a quick way around this. I'm going to go to the Cincinnati Reds, and I'm going to assign them to me. And I give up ownership of the Philadelphia Phillies. There's the workaround. Okay. So what do I have to do here? Oh, yeah, I go to the Phillies and roster and lineups and auto assign rosters. And then I think we should be okay. I've never done this with 2 teams, just 2 teams in a league before. Okay, games. And manage game. There we go. There we go. So there's the workaround for that. Okay, you can use ballparks in this, customized ballparks, which is really, really cool. They're your starting lineups for both teams. And again, even this far in, you can mouse over, look at this. So who do we have? Rollins, Victorino, Worth, Howard, Burrell, Utley, Dobbs. My eyes tonight. Whatever. So here's everybody. Larkin, blah, blah, blah. You can change the lineup at this point. There we go. All right. And let's go. This is going to be Cole Hamels versus Tom Browning. Okay. And I forgot to turn on the sound. Hold on. I see. So this is not going to be a good game for streaming. So you're going to get a little bit of echo in here. I'm going to see if I can kill the sound. Hold on a second. Because I do remember there was something I had to do with this to get the sound to come through my headphones, which it's not doing right now. So I do apologize if you're getting a bit of echo. Let's go ahead and have some fun with it anyhow. Obviously, this is not Cincinnati. I didn't set up the ballpark. I didn't go that deep. So you have options here. You can, if you just hit enter, that's going to start the pitcher batter sequence. You can look at your lineup. You can walk pitch around. Infield, you can set your infield and your outfield and what have you. All right, so here we go. Jimmy Rollins in there. No out space is empty. Tom Browning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one, fly ball to deep left field. Jimmy Rollins starts with a home run. So the Phillies lead the Reds 1-0. Stepping up now, Shane Victorino. Browning deals to Victorino. 1-2 pitch. Victorino, swing and a miss. So strike two or 1 out. Let me turn down the sound a little bit because it's driving me nuts. Because I'm sure it's driving you nuts too. All right. Who do we have here now? We have Jason Worth. Here's the pitch from Browning. 2-2. Swing and a miss. So it's that easy to play. So 2 outs now, and here's Ryan Howard. Tom Browning winds and fires the 2-2 pitch. And this one grounded to short. Larkin up with it, and that retires the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Barry Larkin to lead it off here for the 1990 Cincinnati Reds. Cole Hamels deals the 0-1 pitch. And this one, a base hit up the middle. Barry Larkin gets aboard. All right, now from here we can choose to steal, sack, bunt, hit, and run. We're just, we could steal with him. We can see here that his steal potential. He's got a 76. We know that he's a great base stealer, but we're going to go ahead and just hit enter. All right, here is the pitch to Hal Morris. Hal Morris strikes out. So 1 down. Let's go ahead and steal second with Barry Larkin as Eric Davis steps in. Okay, here is the pitch. And Barry Larkin is safe. So Barry Larkin gets himself into scoring position. Davis back in the box. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And this one is a double to deep left center. And Larkin will come around and score. Eric Davis with the RBI double. And the 1990 Cincinnati Reds get one back in the bottom of the first. So remember, guys, free baseball game. Join the Ned McGreevy Discord. It'll be posted again. All right, here is Chris Sabo. 1 out, runner on second. The 2-2 pitch to Sabo. Sabo, cut and a miss. That one on a nice fastball by Cole Hamels. All right, so 2 outs. Eric Davis on, and it brings up Mariano Duncan. Mariano Duncan batting in the 5th position. You can also show season stats. We can switch to today for everybody to see what they've done. So if we go over here, we see Shane Rollins, 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. Eric Davis back here, whatever. We can also do this by splits and versus pitcher. So really nice going through a season replay. There's 3 people watching, so thank you. Anyhow, here's Mariano Duncan. Cole Hamels deals. And here's count full to Duncan. This one's slow roller to third. And he grounds out to third. And that will end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the top of the second. The 2008 Philadelphia Phillies 1 and the 1990 Cincinnati Reds 1. Pat Burrell will lead it off here. Then Chase Utley waits on deck. Here we go. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Burrell, a little slow roller to Larkin at short. Larkin fires on DeMorris for out number 1. All right. So in the plate now, or stepping up now, is Chase Utley batting lefty. Browning winds and fires the 1-0 pitch to Utley. Utley singles, or this one goes to a double all the way down to the right field line, hitting the wall. O'Neill getting the ball in quickly. All right. So next up now is Greg Dobbs, 2-2 pitch. Dobbs strikes out by Browning. That one an 85-mile-an-hour fastball on the gun. So 2-away, runner on second. And again, here we go. We got Chris Kosel, I guess. My eyes are being weird. Chris Costi. All right, there we go. Enter. And Browning winds and fires. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball. And this one, Ken Griffey making an error on the play. And that's going to be an under and run as Chase Utley comes around to score. The 2008 Philadelphia Phillies take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the first inning. And here's Cole Hamels now batting in the 9th spot. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hamill swings. Fly ball to right. O'Neill camps under it and makes the catch. But 1 run, it was unearned. 1 hit, there was an error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. 2008 Philadelphia Phillies 2, the 1990 Cincinnati Reds 1. So yeah, Aaron, all I had to do is restart. Everything's fine. It was just a question of resources. I didn't get into anything about parks, but if I do go to park info, it's actually going to show me Cincinnati's ballpark factors. So right now that picture is just a background picture. I know to you it doesn't matter, but for anybody else it does. And what's nice is you can assign ballpark pictures to this as well. But I basically ignore that unless I'm playing old baseball. So anyhow, Aaron, Phillies up on your Reds 2-1 right now. Aaron says, I do all right navigating for before speech synthesizer likes to get lost and you can't fix it. Yeah, there's a lot. There's tons of shit going on in this game, just like there's in out of the park baseball. Now, the other thing nice about this, when this compares to out of the park baseball, if I click on Chase Utley, like during a game, and again, I'm sorry about the sound, guys. I can't get this to pick up my headphones. So if you're getting an echo, my apologies. Can't really fix that. Let's look at Chase Utley's real life stats. There they are. So we can look at them. There's career stats. Just have to do with the league up to where we're playing. There's his real life stats, at least up to 2014. And again, I can go previous to next to go through all these Phillies. I can look at Chase's defense. We can see here after running spring training that you mostly want to play him at second. He's okay at other places, but you definitely want him at second. I like the graphical nature of the game. And Aaron, this is where it might give you some issues because this is starting to get in the era of using graphics. So when we do our one-on-one, we'll have to mess with that. All right, it's going to be Paul O'Neill to lead off here for the Cincinnati Reds in the bottom of the second. Cole Hamels ready to deal. He winds and fires. 1-1 pitch to O'Neill. O'Neill swung on, and this one, little single into right center field on the fastball. So Paul O'Neill on at first. All right. And next up is Joe Oliver. So here is the pitch from Cole Hamels. 0-2 to Oliver. High fly ball to right field, but Worth has it for out number 1. That one, 299 feet. So 1 out now, and that brings up Ken Griffey. Hamels deals to Griffey. The 2-0 pitch. Griffey swings and singles to the right-hand side. Now I get a little pop-up window. It says, should Paul O'Neill, the speed of 47, attempt to head to third against Jason Worth, who has a 98 arm? No. So we're going to keep Paul O'Neill at second. So 2-1. O'Neill at second. Griffey trailing him at first. All right. And Browning at the plate. Tom Browning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Browning swing and a miss on a breaking ball. So 2 down as we go back to the top of the order. Barry Larkin 1 for 1 and a stolen base in this game. Hamels deals to Larkin. The 3-2 pitch, and Larkin strikes out. He looks at a fastball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. Top of the third, it's the 2008 Phillies 2 and the 1990 Reds 1. So you like the sound the way it is. Well, that's cool because the sound's coming through my main speakers. So I don't even know why I'm using my headphones. Let me take them off. All right, there we go. It's a little better. All right, here's Jimmy Rollins now. Be Rollins, Victorino, and Worth due up for the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies. All right, Tom Browning ready to deal now. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Rollins swings, roll up the first base line. Hal Morris will take it to the bag unassisted. 1 out. Shane Victorino now. He is 0 for 1 in the game with a strikeout. Tom Browning works to him now. And first pitch swinging. This one up the middle. But Mariano Duncan ranging to his right, making the hard throw to Morris and the 4-3 putout. So 2 down now for Jason Worth. 2-1 your score. Browning deals to Jason Worth, 1-2 pitch. Worth sends this high fly ball, third base, Sabo calling off Larkin, and he will have it for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Bottom of the third, score remains Philadelphia 2 and Cincinnati 1. All right. So we've got Hal Morris, Eric Davis, and Chris Sabo. Morris 0 for 1 has struck out. So Cole Hamels right now with 4 strikeouts in this game. Here's the pitch to Morris. 1-2 on the way. Morris swing and a miss. So we mouse over Cole Hamels here. We can see he has 5 strikeouts. Hasn't walked anybody thus far. Has worked 2 1/3, and his ERA as the game is going along is a 3.86. All right. So who do we have up here? Eric Davis. Cole Hamels peers in, has the sign. The 1-2 pitch to Davis. Eric Davis, big swing and a miss. Nice curveball there by Cole Hamels. 2 out. And Chris Sabo batting in the cleanup spot. Hamels deals. 1-1 pitch to Chris Sabo. Sabo sends it to the third base line. Dobbs fires it on to Howard for the 5-3 putout to end the inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 2-1. When you go to more over here, this is where you can set your depth for your infield depth for normal guarding lines, corners in, outfield depth, normal, shallow, deep, and other additional defense options become available as play situations arise. Okay. We can also go to play options. I can set. I can go for game speed. Is right now it's playing it fast. I can set it normal, slow, very slow. I can also use a slider to customize between faster or slower. Animate the ball flight. Show team information. All kinds of stuff. So there's just a ton of menu choices here. Okay. Ryan Howard due up. So it'll be Howard, Burrell, and Utley here in the top of the fourth. Tom Browning ready to deal to Ryan Howard. Deal 1 pitch. Howard swings, and this one fly ball to right. Cole O'Neill flags it down for out number 1. I can't believe I'm doing another baseball game. Wow. Yep. Cole Hamels just picking him up and putting him down. Tom Browning, thus far in the game, has struck out 3. But yeah, Cole Hamels is doing it up big time here, Aaron. He's got 6 strikeouts. All right, here's Pat Burrell now. Chase Utley waits on deck. 1 out, 2-1 Philadelphia over Cincinnati. So again, Aaron, I'm just doing a 4-game series between these two. 1-0 pitch, and this one is going, and it is gone. Pat Burrell with a solo shot, 384 feet to left. And the 2008 Phillies increased their lead over the 1990 Reds. It is now 3-1. Chase Utley up. He is 1 for 1 with a double. Tom Browning deals to Utley. Here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Utley, high fly ball to right. O'Neill back on it. Short of the track, makes the catch. So 2 outs now. And that brings up Greg Dobbs. Dobbs in the game is 0 for 1. He struck out against Tom Browning. Browning brings it home. Full count. Dobbs called strike 3 on a breaking pitch. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. No one left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's the 2008 Phils 3, the 1990 Cincinnati Reds 1. So again, Aaron, as I was showing you in the last video, as I said, you do have to set up a league, but it can just be 2 teams. You can't do just 1 game between them, like the sister product of this game, Strategy Baseball. But a 4-game series is fun, and you can set it further up and as much as you want, which is kind of cool. Continuous replay mode, if you wanted to do what backtobaseball.com does, pick 2 games from baseball history, let it just keep playing. But I don't know why you'd want to do that when you have Back to Baseball that can do that for you. All right, so bottom of the 4th inning, and Mariano Duncan, Paul O'Neill, All right, so Mariano Duncan up here first. Mariano, nothing for one in the game. Cole Hamels ready to rock and roll here. 1-1 pitch to Duncan. Duncan singles, line drive to right center field. So Duncan aboard, and stepping in here now is Paul O'Neill. I don't know why I said Oliver. Oliver is waiting on deck. All right, here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. O'Neill singles up the middle. Do we want to advance Duncan against Shane Victorino's arm? Let's play it safe because this is modern baseball. All right, 2 aboard now for Cincinnati. Mariano Duncan at second, trailing in Paul O'Neill at first. And now, finally, we come up to Joe Oliver. Here we go. No outs, the 0-1 pitch. Oliver singles into left field. And we're going to go ahead and not send. That was a weak grounder. So we're not going to send Mariano Duncan. Bases loaded for Cincinnati. Nobody out for Ken Griffey Sr. Hamels brings it to Griffey. 1-1 pitch. Griffey swings, and this one he lines out to Ryan Howard at first. 1 out. Base is still loaded. As Aaron Reed says that the Reds need to make some noise now. They absolutely do with them loaded up and 1 away. Here's Tom Browning. So, boy, what do we want to do here with Tom Browning, man? What do we want to do with Tom Browning? So, if we right-click, we can see more options here. And weirdly enough, you can edit the player in-game, which is really, really strange. And I'll go ahead and just go with Browning here. All right, bases loaded. 1-2 pitch. Browning strikes out. Ouch. A little early in the game. All right. It's up to Barry Larkin. Can he make something happen here? I do not know. I do not know. So, Barry Larkin. Larkin in the game is 1 for 2 with the strikeouts. The 1-0 pitch. Larkin cuts on it. Fly ball, right field. Jason Worth has it for the 3rd out. So the Reds leave them loaded. We go to the top of the 5th inning. And Philadelphia leads Cincinnati 3-1 in this little game. I don't think I've ever done a full game of pure sim baseball on here. All right, so Browning is going to face Costa Hamels and Rollins. All right, Chris Costa up there. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this one, liner to left, single. Griffey has it, fires it back into Larkin. So a runner aboard, and that will bring up Cole Hamels. So now we have more choices here. We can go to lineup. We can walk because, again, I'm managing the Reds. I can pitch around normal. I can try a pitch out. I can try a pick off. Okay. I can look here, and I can see that I'm not going to worry about him. He's got a speed of 15. Yeah, I'm coast. Yeah, maybe the E is silent. I have no idea. So Italian, my other language, and Spanish. So there's no silent letters. So that's why I say coast. It could be coast. It's spelled C-O-S-T-E. So I'll have to look it up on Baseball Reference and see. All right. So I'm not going to worry about that guy over there. I'm just going to pitch. All right, here we go. And this one grounded back to Tom Browning, and he fires onto Hal Morris at first for the 1-3 putout. And, all right, we'll say coast, just because you're in here, Aaron. Coast moves to second on the play, 1 away. And that brings up, now we're back to the top of the order for the 2008 Phillies, and Shane Rollins. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. Tom Browning deals. 1-2 pitch. And this one grounded. Mariano Duncan has it, fires onto Morris for the 4-3 putout. 2 down. Coast moves to third on the play, and that brings up Shane Victorino. Victorino 0 for 2, one of Browning's strikeout victims. In this game, Browning has struck out 4, and Hamels has struck out 7. 3-1. So the line for the Phillies 3-4-0. For the Reds of 1990, 1-7-1. Browning deals to Victorino with a 1-2 pitch. Victorino pops this one behind the plate. Oliver tosses aside the mask, and he makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. Bottom of the 5th, no change. Philadelphia Phillies 3, Cincinnati Reds 1. All right, so we're going to have Hal Morris, Eric Davis, and Chris Sabo. So if we go to lineup is where we can, this is where we can do pinch hitters, pinch runners, things like that. Okay. If we hit toggle team, we can look at the Philadelphia Phillies and what have you. There's also a good help menu on here. Where this gets confusing is we got to hit this X up here. Don't hit it twice. All right. Here's Hal Morris. Hal Morris 0 for 2. Hal Morris has whiffed twice today against Cole Hamels. All right. Could this be 3? The 2-2 pitch. Morris swings 3 times. He has struck out. And as it moves down, it automatically updates. So now it's showing Morris is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. All right, here's Eric Davis. Eric Davis has a double and an RBI. So 1 for 2 on the day here, bottom of the 5th. And Eric Davis, swing and a miss. So he has struck out today. Cole Hamels is just keeping it going here. 9 strikeouts against the 1990 Cincinnati Reds. All right. Here's Chris Sabo. Sabo 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch. Sabo sends this out to right field, and making the catch out there in right is Shane Victorino. So that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. Cole Hamels now slated for the win, as the play-by-play does tell us. And we head to the top of the 6th inning. Philadelphia 3, Cincinnati 1. All right, Tom Browning deals to Jason Worth, 1-1 pitch. And Jason Worth singles past shortstop into center field. Eric Davis coming in, firing the ball into Mariano Duncan. So Jason Worth is aboard. And again, we can just look at Worth here. And Worth ain't going anywhere, so we're not going to worry about him. All right. Here we go. You can also just hit the enter key here. 1-1 pitch to Ryan Howard. Rounds into a 3-6-3 double play. Morris to Larkin to Morris. So quickly now, 2 outs, and it brings up Pat Burrell. Burrell today is 1 for 2 with a home run. Tom Browning peers in, has a sign from Joe Oliver. Here is the wind and the pitch. Burrell, first pitch swinging, soft fly ball out to left, and Ken Griffey makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the 6th, still 3-1. All right, Cole Hamels will face Duncan, O'Neill, and Oliver. Mariano Duncan is 1 for 2 on the day. Cole Hamels rocks and fires. 1-1 pitch. Duncan swings, line to left for a single into left center. So Mariano Duncan aboard, and that will bring up Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill on the day, a perfect 2 for 2. Don't want to take the bat out of his hands. And O'Neill, first pitch swinging, lines this one up the middle, but this one right to Shane Victorino. So 1 away, nowhere for Mariano Duncan to go, and it brings up Joe Oliver. Joe Oliver 1 for 2. Hamels deals, 1-0 pitch. Oliver cuts on this one, slow roller, and grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Top of the 7th here, and the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies 3, the 1990 Cincinnati Reds 1 in Game 1 of this 4-game set. All right, it will be Utley, Dobbs, and Coast. Chase Utley 1 for 2, has a double in this game. Tom Browning still looking pretty strong out there. First pitch swinging, grounder to Hal Morris. He would wave off Browning, take it to the bag himself for out number 1. All right, here's Dobbs now, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Tom Browning on the day has struck out 4 batters. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, big swing and a miss. That time Browning coming with an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. So 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning, and that will bring up Coast. So Coast is 1 for 2. The 0-1 pitch, and this one line to right, shallow right. Paul O'Neill coming in and making the catch. No runs, no hits, errors, nobody left on base. Middle of the 7th is 3-1. Time for a swing of baseball. Boy, this is a lot of baseball I've done tonight, whatever. Aaron Reed says, well, let me hear you. All right. We have Ken Griffey, and we're going to see what we're going to do about Tom Browning. It might be time to get a pinch hitter in here. Okay. Here we go. Here's the pitch. 2-2 to Griffey. Strike 3. Breaking pitch. We are going to take Tom Browning, I think, out of here. All right. Now, not being an expert on these Reds. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have no idea who I want to put in here. All right, Aaron, you know about these 1990 Reds. Who do I want? Do I want Jeff Reed, Quinones, Herm Whittingham, Billy Hatcher? We need a pinch hitter here, man. We need a pinch hitter. Quinones? All right, we can do that. Let me see. Ah, my goodness gracious. Okay, so click in the field to change position, or click below to pinch hit. Okay, Quinones is in there. All right, nice. All right, Quinones making his first appearance. And here we go. Cole Hamels ready to deal. Base is empty, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. And strike 3. That one a little off-speed action. Back at the top of the order for Barry Larkin, who struck out once in this game, 1 for 3. Cole Hamels brings it 0-1 to Larkin, and Larkin lines this single down the line and left. So 2 out, Larkin aboard. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to send him because Hal Morris 0 for 3. Barry Larkin already with stolen base in this game. Here's the pitch, and this one a single. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and have Barry Larkin try to stretch it to third. And indeed he does. Good managing here. So Hal Morris at first, Barry Larkin at third. Brings up Eric Davis. He is 1 for 3. He has struck out twice, doubled with an RBI. Can Eric Davis make something happen? Morris just doesn't quite have the speed to go anywhere. So here we go. Hamels brings it home. The 1-2 pitch. Davis, liner, and this one is gone. Beatles eternally managing these Cincinnati Reds. And the Cincinnati Reds now take the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. It is 4-3. Base is empty, and here's Chris Sabo. So this game turned around really, really quickly as we seem to be playing in Petco Park, which is all fine. All right. Cole Hamels a little bit shaken up here. Let's see what happens. And coming in now is J.C. Romero to pitch. So Cole Hamels' day is done. We'll look at his line later. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Sabo, the 2-1. Sabo, routine fly ball, center field. Shane Victorino has it measured and makes the grab. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We go to the top of the 8th. And the score, the 1990 Reds 4, the 2008 Phils 3. And it should yell, please put a pitcher in a game. All right, I will do that. And I'm going to see here, who do we want at this point? Would it be, I guess it'd be Norm Charlton at this point. So let's do here. And Norm Charlton to come into pitch. So if I remember, he was the first one out. You don't bring Dibble in quite yet. You could, but let's bring in old Norm. Yep, well, he's one of them, so there you go. All right, glad you're enjoying the game, Aaron, and the other two of you watching. We got 3 people watching baseball at almost 3 in the morning. And again, I apologize if there's a little bit of echo, but if it's not too bad, this is a game I might do every once in a while on the channel, setting up ballparks and stuff. All right, here we go. This is still using the park factors of whatever park. Who are we playing here? Oh, playing in Cincinnati, so. But we'll get into that in another video. All right, so here we go. Charlton to Pedro Feliz, and Feliz swings and a miss. So there we go. Norm Charlton doing the job here. Start doing pure sim games myself. This is fun. It is. It is a fun game. Sean Sullivan, if you ever catch this later, man, you did such a great job with this game. You really did. All right, where are we now here? We are at the top of the order for these Phillies, and we got Jimmy Rollins. So Jimmy's 1 for 3, led off the game with a home run. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Rollins swings, slow roller to second. Larkin has it, fires on to Hal Morris. Score that one 6-3. 2 away for Shane Victorino. Victorino 0 for 3, including a strikeout. Norm Charlton ready to deal. 2 pitch. Victorino, big swing and a miss. That one an off-speed pitch. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Reds leading 4-3. And it'll be Mariano Duncan, Paul O'Neill, and Joe Oliver due up for the Reds. And so with Pedro Feliz, let's see. Now coming into pitch is Rudy. So I'm going to say Cianes. I've heard people say Scenes, but that's definitely in Spanish Cianes. So Rudy Cianes into pitch against Mariano Duncan. Duncan 2 for 3 in the game. Cianes deals. 1-2 pitch. Duncan swings, fly ball left field. Pat Burrell measures it up and makes the play. Yep, Cianes. See, but again, I can handle Spanish. But so Coste in Italian, you would say Coste. Now, again, if he's, maybe they've anglicized his name. So, and in Spanish, you would say Coste as well. But for you, we'll call him Coast. All right? All right. And maybe his family did anglicize. All right. Anyhow, all that aside, here's Paul O'Neill, 2 for 3. Cianes steals. Paul O'Neill, first pitch swinging, liner to deep left, off the wall and left, and this is a double. Paul O'Neill ripping it up. He is in scoring position with 1 out, and Joe Oliver strides to the plate. Cianes works now to him. The 0-2 pitch. Oliver, big swing and a miss. That one, a 90-mile-an-hour fastball on the gun by Rudy Cianes. Brings in Ken Griffey of the senior variety, and he is 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch, the 2-2 to Griffey, and he strikes out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Top of the 9th, and I guess it's time to bring in the closer. Is it not? I think it is time to bring in the closer. So Charlton does his job, as some people say, J-O-B. That's what Al Red Sox fans say. So Randy Myers will come in to try to get the job done here. All right, Myers obviously making his first appearance of the season. He will face Worth, Howard, and Burrell here in the top of the 9th. The Philadelphia Phillies had the lead 3-1 up until that big 7th inning where the Reds exploded for 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs and a Pirate fan managing to. How about it? All right, Randy Myers has finished his warm-up pitches. We are ready to go. 2-2 pitch. Jason Worth swings, single past Mariano Duncan into right center field. So Jason Worth is aboard, and it brings up Ryan Howard, who was nothing for 3. Myers trying to turn the 2 ball here. 3-1 pitch. And this one, single pass short. And the Phillies now making some noise. Tying run is in scoring position for the Phils. And Randy Myers having a little bit of trouble here. He faces Pat Burrell. Burrell has a home run in this game. He is 1 for 3. Myers deals. 3-2 pitch. And Burrell draws the walk, and we got the bases loaded. We're going to turn to Aaron Reed. Aaron, I know that Myers is the closer, but maybe we ought to bring in Rob Dibble to see if he can mow these guys down. Looks like the Phillies are going to tie this up. There's nobody out, and the bases are loaded. What do you say there, Aaron Reed, 1990s Reds expert? See what Aaron wants to do here, because Randy Myers not getting it done here. Bring in Rob Dibble, he says. I think you got to, right? I think you got to. So the other thing with this game is there's a little button where you show pitchers, show hitters. So I've got to show the pitchers so I can get to the Dibster. So I highlight Randy Myers and I look for Rob Dibble. And let's Dibble is in there, so let's see what old Rob can do. This guy's got some serious heat. But I don't know, man. Bases loaded situation. The pressure's on, but Dibble is pumped. All right, and he's going to face Chase Utley. Chase Utley is 1 for 3, has a double in this game. And Dibble, see, you can bring it in the high 90s. Here we go, 1-0 pitch. And this one is going to be a base hit left center. And that run will be charged to Randy Myers. And the Phillies have tied this game. Should Ken Griffey attempt to throw out Ryan Howard, speed 25? We're going to let him try. What the hell? Oh, no, not looking so good. All right. So the Philadelphia Phillies scored 2 here in the 9th and reclaim the lead. It's 5-4. This has been a real barn burner here. Good game. And again, it's the first of a 4-game set. Doing this one for Aaron and anybody else interested. 5 people watching. Thanks, guys. Whoever you are, thank you. This is not a game I normally play on the channel. This is a free game. If you remember the McGreevy Discord, you can get it there. If not, search the internet. You will find it. This is legit freeware. Given to the community by developer Sean Sullivan back in 2015. An excellent deep game that allows you to do tons and tons and tons of stuff. It is an almost infinite baseball playground. All right, here we go. Dibble now. Dibble and Dobbs sounds like a really bad. By the way, that last pitch was 100 miles an hour. All right, Dibble deals to Dobbs. Alliteration, thank you. 2-2 pitch. Dobbs skies this one to left, and Griffey makes the catch. And runners attempting to tag up, speed 23. Ken Griffey arm, distance attempt to throw him out. Hell yeah. Safe on the tag up. Burrell scores. So another run charged to Randy Myers, and this one getting out of hand now is the Phillies 6-4. In the bottom of the 9th, we will have a pinch hitter for Rob Dibble and then Barry Larkin. And Hal Morris. So do not despair, Reds fans. Not yet, anyhow. And again, you can just choose to watch the game. You don't have to manage the game. You can take control of any team. So this had a kind of built-in commissioner mode. Yeah, I like it. It's an attractive-looking game. I was able to make out of the park 8-run full screen. But this one, I can't even get the sound to work properly. But it's a pretty looking game. So, and it's good stuff. All right, here's Chris Coast. 1-0. Coast sends this to left. Griffey camps under it and makes the catch. So finally, 1 out or 2 outs. And that will bring up Rudy Cianes. Let's see if Philadelphia, what they're going to do here. Nope, we got Jeff Jenkins coming in to pinch hit. So Cianes does his job. Dibble works to Jeff Jenkins. The 1-2 pitch. And long fly ball to right. And this one is out of here. A 2-run homer. Oh, my God. And it's 8-4. Philadelphia. Oh, Aaron. Oh, my goodness. Let Hatcher hit for Dibble when you get there. I would definitely do that, Aaron. Aaron doing some bench managing here. All right. So who do we got here? We're back at the top of the order. And here's Jimmy Rollins. All right. Base is clear. 8-4. Dibble gets charged on that one. And here we go. 3-0. Oh, Rollins draws the walk. So Dibble in a bit of trouble here now. And here's Shane Victorino. Victorino not seeing the ball at all tonight. 0 for 4. He has 2 strikeouts. Dibble works to him. 1-2 pitch. Victorino swings. Roller to Barry Larkin, who fires onto Morris to retire the side. But not before the damage has been done. And that was 97 on the gun. So Dibble with the velocity, but came in a sticky bases loaded situation. Randy Myers just not able to get it done. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Carlos Ruiz is entering the game as a defensive replacement at the catch-out. All right. All right, so we want Dibble out of there. And who are we bringing in? Hatcher. All right, where are you, my friend? Billy Hatcher coming in to pinch hit. Let's do this. My changes. All right, Billy Hatcher. All right, Ryan Madison on now for the Phillies. With a 4-run lead, Madison just getting some innings. No outs, base is empty. And Hatcher swings in the first pitch and single past second into right field. So Billy Hatcher is aboard. Billy's got some speed. And here's Barry Larkin. So pretty decent hit and run combination here. Aaron Reed, what do you think? See if Aaron wants to try some aggressive baseball or just let Larkin swing and let everything happen naturally. Larkin is 2 for 4, including a strikeout. Cole Hamels had a lot of strikeouts today. What do you think, Aaron? So Hatcher here has a speed rating of 71. Barry Larkin, of course, has just had a hell of a game here, hasn't he? Let Larkin swing. Okay, he says, because then again, they need base runners. All right, we're just going to let him swing, straight up play. Here we go. Philly's looking for the double play. 1-2 pitch. Larkin sends this to center field, deep center field. Oh, and back on it is Shane Victorino. So had we had Hatcher going, he would have had to get back really quickly. All right, 1 out now for Hal Morris. He has struck out 3 times in this game. Here is the pitch. Ryan Madison. Morris swings in the first pitch. Soft fly ball to right, carrying a little tiny bit. But Jason Worth making the catch from right. It is down to Eric Davis, but Eric Davis raised some hell back in that 3-run seventh for the Cincinnati Reds. And Madison ready to go. The 1-2 to Eric Davis. Davis strikes out, and that's your ball game. Philadelphia Phillies take this with the Reds. And let us look at, we're going to go back to March so that we can look at the box score. This does a game log. We'll do the first, the line for the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies, who go up 1-0 in this 4-game series. 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The 1990 Cincinnati Reds, 4 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Let's have a look at the box score here. And you can see it nice, folks watching. It's just a nice, clear box score. Really, really, really like this one. So let's look at batting first for the Phillies. Chase Utley had a double. Jimmy Rollins, Pat Burrell, Jeff Jenkins homered. Jimmy Rollins in the game. So RBI in this game, Jimmy Rollins with 1. Pat Burrell with 1. Chase Utley had 2. Greg Dobbs had 1. Jeff Jenkins, 2. Ryan Howard grounded into a double play. 1 double play turn by Philadelphia. Let me see. Pitches, strikes, Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels really did a hell of a job. So 109 pitches, 75 of those were strikes. So another nice thing about pure sim baseball is you get that kind of depth, which is really cool. Just reading it right off of here. Really, really good. Batters faced. Cole Hamels faced 30. J.C. Romero faced 1. Rudy Cianes faced 4. Ryan Madison with 4 for the Cincinnati Reds. Eric Davis with a double. And also Paul O'Neill. Eric Davis also had a home run. Eric Davis with 4 RBI in the game. Barry Larkin with a stolen base. Joe Oliver grounded into a double play. Ken Griffey committed an error. 1 double play was turned, and it was a 3-6-3. That double play that was turned for the Phillies was a 4-6-3. Tom Browning, 92 pitches, 64 of them strikes. Norm Charlton, 11 pitches, 10 strikes. Randy Myers was throwing strikes, but throwing strikes in such a way that hitters could hit him. Rob Dibble, batters faced, so Browning faced 30. Anyhow, there we go. You got all these nice totals. And what you can do is you can also you can view the entire game log. And so standout plays like this home run is going to be in green. Aaron, this looks like it's all text. Now, I don't know how your software handles hyperlinks, like web page hyperlinks. But you can click on players, but I think that crashes the game. I think I'm going to try this by clicking on Tom Browning and see what happens. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. I'm thinking of another program, Strategy Baseball, that does that. And then you can just scroll down, and the entire game log is here. So we'll go ahead and close this. Close this. There we go. And then if we just advance then to April 1st, we're not going to do it now, but the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies will send Jamie Moyer against Jose Rijo. So there you go. You can also hit preview on these games. So this is kind of like, again, an out-of-the-park baseball where you can have like a kind of lineup. Now, this doesn't do it gives you a prediction. So it's predicting the same score actually for this one. It's predicting the Phillies are going to win this one 8-4. But hey, predictions are like polls. Who pays attention to them? Excellent game that you can do 3 watching. Maybe this will just take care of my long video of this game, but we might do some more on this actually. So let's go ahead and pick the Cincinnati Reds here. And if we go down here to ballpark, so if we go to modify park, for instance, so right now we're seeing Petco in San Diego. which again, I always think, if using a ballpark, I mean, you can think of it as two ways. Actually, you want that immersion being at the ballpark, or just use it as a nice backdrop. Okay. But let's go ahead. We can assign a park photo. Now, what I do again is I just use basically my Action PC parks. But you can use any parks that you want. You can even use Mike Silva's parks if you want. So why not? I mean, they're everywhere else. So let's find one of Riverfront for the Reds. Maybe that will help them. Let me see. Riverfront. Let's do Riverfront Old. So when I open it, now we've got Riverfront. We don't have any players. What do we do about that? So what we do in that case is we go to configure PSPN cast, and anybody looking at you're going, holy shit, oh my God, are you serious? Right? Don't let this scare you. This is probably the scariest looking thing. And Aaron, this is something I don't think you're going to be able to do. I'm not sure. Because anybody watching, and Aaron is sightless, so we try to help him. So we got him up and running on 2 baseball sims anyhow, Action PC and Baseball for Windows. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do your home plate origin. It's the first thing that you do. So I'm going to click on home plate. So that orients the field. Now, once you do that, this is also where you can set your players. So I'm going to set my left fielder out here, drag my center fielder there, my right fielder, come here, right fielder, put you there, okay, first base, second base. So players of Action PC Baseball, you're right at home and in this, right? Right at home in this. Digital Diamond probably does the best job, I think, of positioning players for games that you have to. Set your runners. Okay. Okay, there's home plate. Let's move the catcher back. Home plate is where home plate is. I probably could have knocked it back a little bit. Okay, now, then the next thing that I've got to do is ball flight locations. And it looks scary, guys, but it really, it really isn't. You can see here, I am doing, if you do Y -5, that's going to start to move these guys up. It's all you got to do. All you got to do right there until you start seeing the X. Like for the X's, that means a very, very deep fly out. So that's, once you start hitting there, that's good. All right. That's really all you got to do to set ball flight patterns. And we click done and done. And now the other thing we do is modify park. And what we want to do is when it says, like, so we can select a pre-built park, for instance. And this is just regular Pure Sim Park. But if I go in here, this has just a crap ton of ballparks. Now, the problem with it is it's not exactly in alphabetical order. So I've got to scroll through here, and I've got to find Riverfront. It's somewhere in here. And unfortunately, I can't search. I can't just type it and search. So this is something that, again, if you're looking for a ballpark in Action PC, a lot easier. So it depends, is this something you really feel like you need to do? When you're playing cards and dice baseball, I mean, you are using park factors in some games, what have you. But this is how you do it. And I guess for completion's sake, I just need to find the damn thing, right? It's in here somewhere, and God only knows where. I don't know if I can bring in these park files. Blah. Probably not. So let's cancel with this. It's not like we can't play a game in here. So we can also do an import And then what we're looking for are PRK files. We could try to go to Out of the Park Baseball and see if we can find the PRK files for Riverfront Stadium. I'm not sure what that will do. But anyhow, that is for another night. Okay. So let's go ahead and click done. And we could do the same for the Philadelphia Phillies. So it has the park factors for just a neutral field, which works. So it's because it's a nice, pretty much symmetrical field. That's pretty much it for this one. The other one, the sister program to this, is Strategy Baseball, which is another story altogether. That one was always freeware. Again, search the interwebs. You can find it. I have put it up on free. Also in the Ned McGreevy Discord. So there's a couple baseball games you can check out. And that's it. I've done about 6 hours of baseball today. Aaron, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. I don't think there's much else I can show. Again, we can go to team reports at this point because there's been some games played, but it's going to be pretty boring. But again, we can click on anybody and see what they've been doing and what have you. So you can see here, we're looking at Randy Myers. You know, he made 1 game, 1 appearance, and you know what he did, stuff like that. There's also a link that will take you to Baseball Reference and also Google. So all you have to do is click those. There's player usage options. So what you can do if you want to keep this player in the bench. There's way too much to go through here on this sack bunt frequency, steal frequency. So you can get down to the player level at this, like you can in Out of the Park Baseball. And pretty much as in depth, I think, is Out of the Park. So I don't know why Sean stopped development of this. It's too bad. I want to see if this Baseball Reference link actually works. No. Okay, so this, you can no longer link to it this way, but that's all right. It's pretty much all in here, but if you want to go in, you can. Again, that's showing his ratings history, and this will change as the season goes along. It's a great baseball game. What can you say? What can you say, man? Let's go back to our main screen, and there we go. We're back to where we started, and that's it. You want to play a World Series, go for it. You want to create an all-star game, you can do it. You want to do cross-era play, you can do it. You want to do a season replay, go for it. I know that I have. Do I have a season replay in here? I think I do. We're not going to do a game. Don't get scared. Let's go to 1967. And yeah, so we already played this in 1967. So now we moved on to 1968. And you can see here I have logos and everything set up. So Bob Veal versus Mike Cuellar. This is going to be Pirates versus the Astros. Haven't played this one yet. But any game can be simmed. You can go through the calendar, look at any games. If I look at, these are the real schedules, by the way, too. So if I look here at April 18th, I can see Cubs, Braves. Aaron's Reds are playing the Cardinals. Ken Johnson takes the hill for the Cardinals versus Milt Pappas. And again, logos, even if you don't have Action PC Baseball, because these logos don't come with Action PC Baseball, anybody watching this, you can find Major League logos by going to the Action PC site and downloading them. I mean, there they are. The nice thing about this is if we select a team, let's go to Cleveland, this automatically, if you saw at the beginning, I had to pick colors. When you do just a straight up season replay, it's smart enough to at least it would do the team colors. If you want to switch teams, you can assign to human. You can do what you want. Yeah, I think this is really good stuff. Really good stuff. All right. So thank you guys. This is truly it. Not coming back tonight. Well, to me, it's still a nighttime. For the rest of you, it's early morning. So, Aaron, thank you, and thank you to the other folks that were watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Pure Sim Baseball. And you can see here, I like it. I mean, I got a lot of stuff in here. Man, here's like, got 1975 set up here. Oh, and Cincinnati Reds. So, and I don't know how far open this is. We're in April 7th, 1975. And Aaron, you'll be happy to know that the 75 Reds beat the 75 LA Dodgers 3-1. We have Braves, Astros, and Royals, Angels on that day. So fun stuff. These baseball games, man, are a rabbit hole. I don't care whether you play cards and dice, digital, or both, man. You can go down the rabbit hole. I think digital baseball games have made me buy like even more baseball books than I normally would, have more statistical types of books and stuff. But so much fun. I just wish some of the add-in modules still worked, but they don't anymore. They don't anymore, which kind of sucks. But there you go. Anything else I can show here? Stats. So stats, you can do for current season, all past seasons in Pure Sim. So if we went back to that 1967, which it will automatically advance, I could show all those stats for the season I replayed. I can also select career totals, home runs. Now this is, again, so right now, Hank Aaron at 733. So these are their numbers up to that year that you're playing. Again, something that you would see in out of the park baseball. So right now we only have two stats because we've only had the Dodgers, Cardinals, so Willie Crawford and Ron Fairley up there for home runs, and they're each tied with one. Click on the players button, and you can filter this. This is pretty cool. So this is something I'm looking for in Pocket Pennant Run baseball, that everything is sortable, even players' age. So who is the oldest? Hank Aaron in 1975. Hank was 41 years old that year. Pretty awesome, I would say. Who was rated fastest? Looks like Rodney Scott for the Kansas City Royals. Yeah. So you can just filter this to pitchers if you want. You can view the top 25s, view the top 50%. You can view everybody. You can still import real players. So if you have a league that you're doing and you decide, well, I want to bring in a couple ringers here, you can actually, even in an existing league, even import players, which is really, really, really fun. So this is top 70, right? You can do custom filters. So you can set up here for stats. Let's say we do position players, and we want to do where they bat or throw with either hand, what positions they play, and then we're going to have filters that can be age, contact, power, speeds, hand, arm, stuff, control, endurance, all that stuff. So you can do a lot of setting up a lot of filters to sort your players, and then click along the top here and you got them. You can also, so let's let this evaluate talent here for a minute. If I wanted to, I could put people in the community into this game, which is pretty fun. So you can create players in this game. It's fun. And then you can put them on a team, or you can put them in the free agent pool. So anyhow, scouts are evaluating talent. It's done. You can create hitters. You can create pitchers. I think it's amazing what he did with this game. So Sean, I do hope you'll come back. Do another game, man. Do another game. You had something great here, and super easy to use. All right, guys, that is it. Aaron, thanks for hanging out, and we did get up to like 3 or 4 people here watching this. So whoever you were, I hope you'll check out my other videos, but more importantly, join up with this community. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on. All right, Aaron, we'll do a one-on-one as soon as I can. I'm trying to we'll have to figure out how much of this is readable, because if your speech synthesizer is getting lost, I suspect it's we got to figure out why that is. All right, guys, till next time, which will be tomorrow, for some more baseball and Out of the Park 25, and probably a pocket pennant run game too, because I haven't done one in a while. Till then, see you around the batting cage. Good night.